Today we're going to be looking at trying to make some accessories for action figures. So obviously one of the good and bad things about action figures is they generally come with accessories like guns and stands and things, but they're easily lost, and trying to get them on the secondary market for some of these older figures is probably more expensive than the actual figure. I mean, the Battlestar Galactica Mattel figures, you can pick up a Starbuck or a Dharma, probably for under a tenner. But trying to get the weapon that came with them, a little colonial blaster, or the Cylon came with a Cylon rifle, it's just near on impossible. There are a few places stateside that make replicas, but it's not really cost effective to send off to the UK for that. So I thought, as I'm currently learning the very basics of Fusion 360, which is a modelling tool, I thought a good place to start would be trying to do perhaps some replacement weapons, and also for like the Mego Black Hole figures. I managed to get both robots now, but they used to come with clear stands, because otherwise, I mean, Vincent's not too bad, he's a bit sort of wobbly, but Maximilian, there's no way he can stand up. And I remember having these figures as kids, and like Starbuck, I loved Battlestar Galactica when I was a kid, when it was a feature film in the UK. That's all we knew it as. We went to see it a stupid number of times during the summer holidays, because it was on a special deal. I think 12, 13 times. Loved it. And then the figures came out, and they were in the local John Menzies, which I think are gone now. John Menzies, they were like a news agent, a bit like W.H. Smith's, but used to do toys and that. And I saw these figures and I couldn't afford them, so me and a couple of mates washed cars one Saturday morning to make some pocket money. I eventually saved up, went down to John Menzies, and the only figure that was left was a Dharma. He was a great figure, really a good figure of lawn green, but not the one I wanted, but I bought him anyway, and he came with this tiny little blaster pistol. If I can find a photo of one, I'll pop it on here. And I remember I thought, I'm going to lose this blaster pistol because it's so small. These were really small compared to like the equivalent Star Wars ones, and they were very easy to be lost. Easy to be lost? That's not good English, but you know what I mean. I've lost my words as well. And I remember I got a little bit of double-sided sellotape and put it in his cape and stuck the gun to it so it wouldn't get lost. Still, about a day later, lost it. And always wanted them since. I tried making them out of plasticard, and they're just so tiny you can never get them looking right. So I thought, let's 3D model it. So I managed to 3D model. I'll put the footage here of the 3D models I've done. And printing them out on our, that was a weird little bit of interference there, I don't know whether you saw that. Printed them out on the resin printer, and I've got some here that I haven't, let me just get them down, that I haven't finished or painted yet, but you can see how small these are. I think it's so small it's probably not going to focus properly. Let me just get the equivalent Star Wars gun. Yes, Maggie. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing, Megs? Yeah, it's not interesting. So I've moved all my figures over here. So if we get, say, I need to find a way. If anyone's got any suggestions how to keep the figures standing up, let us know. So if we look at, say, Hoth Han Solo, one of my favourite figures as a kid. I love this one. And this is what's really good about him, you could put his gun in his holster. It's great, but look at the size of the Star Wars gun, which again, really quite small, but compare them to the Galactica gun. Tiny. The Star Wars guns were always a little bit oversized, I think. You couldn't get them to hold it, it just looked silly. So I'm glad I did this. So what I'm going to do is, I'll see if I can get a closer shot of it using my other camera. But I also did a Cylon gun, and the first one I did too thin, you can see, and it's starting to curl. So the good thing about 360 is you can go back to any part of the project and amend the values. So what I've done is made this one thicker, and it just needs all the struts and that cutting off. Also again, starts to curl. Just needs a bit of warm water and you can get them back to normal. So what I'm going to do is sand these up a bit, just give them a quick coat of black, and then we can come back and have a look. Stand wise, so the original stand I did, now I would like to eventually cast these out of clear plastic, clear resin, but for now, unfortunately I totally failed to measure it properly. Look, it doesn't fit. I did one for Vincent and that I got spot on, so I'm just spraying that at the moment. So I've redone this. Again, it's really good because you can open the project and don't change anything and just move that and it all sort of fits then. So I've got one that fits and that's being sprayed. So let me finish spraying them, we'll come back and have a look, and we'll sort of see what the next projects are that I want to do figure wise. So the next sort of figures I want to do are the Mego Chips figure. He comes with a gun, which is very rare to get hold of, so I'm going to model that. I'm also going to do the LJN Dune weapons that came with the figures. If I can find a nice picture of the weirding module and the sound gun, I'll do that. But there's lots of things you can do, it's just modelling it. And then you can pretty much replace any accessory. It's not going to be perfect. I want to do the Black Hole sentry gun as well. I might even do some Black Hole movie accurate guns for the heroes. But yeah, lots and lots of possibilities. Okay, so they've all painted up nicely. So you see Maximilian fits in his stand well. Now he can finally stand up. Vincent fits in his stand. The Cylon can hold his rifle. It might be a little bit small. I've never had a genuine rifle for a Cylon, so I'm not sure. I might have to make some sort of stand for him. These are terrible for standing up. I normally put glue dots under them. And then the Colonial blasters, they came out really nicely. So they've finally got weapons. They're finally true warriors. And I did a little spare one. I'll do a close-up of that. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you think I should have a bash at 3D modelling. Obviously I'd need to have a photo at least of the original to give it a go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, because there's one thing, I spent hours looking for accessories, you know, in toy fairs and online and that, and now if I can print them out, they're not perfect and they're not genuine. I mean, I don't know if you noticed that Maximilian's arm is a replacement, but it allows these figures just to be display pieces that look much better than they normally would. The possibilities are sort of endless, really. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you think I should have a go at. Like I say, I'm going to do the Black Hole Sentry one probably next, and I might have a go at the weirding module, because I only thought of that one while looking on the shelf, and it's like, oh yeah, that'll be good. My next project, I think, is I've managed to pick up a Buck Rogers Mego Tweaky. I need to fix the clockwork motor, and I've also, as a little sneak preview, I've been 3D printing a replacement hand. Not quite perfect yet, but that's the next thing to print. I might have a go at printing that this afternoon. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can. We've got a Patreon account now, so if you want to try and help the channel out, I'll see if I can get these files, STL files, put on my website. I still haven't worked out how to do it, but I'm going to have a go, and then you can sort of download them and have a bash yourself. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks then. Bye.